Thank you to Blumene for sponsoring. More on them later. When you clean out your closet, you get clarity. Clean your closet, unlock your style. That's what we're exploring in today's video. Hello everyone, Jennifer L. Scott here, and welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. I'm the author of Lessons from Madame Chic, 20 Stylish Secrets I Learned While Living in Paris. And this is the book that introduced the 10-item wardrobe to the world. Recently, Better Homes and Gardens did a feature on my book where they shared the 10-item wardrobe as one of 2 rules that are critical to decluttering your closet. To quote the article, they write, "The idea is to build a minimalist wardrobe with a carefully curated selection of 10 core items you can mix and match to create various outfits." And that sentence really explains the 10-item wardrobe perfectly. And I'm here to tell you from experience that when you declutter your wardrobe, your life changes. I'm not being dramatic by telling you that. It really does. The void of clutter being gone creates a vacuum. It creates space, and you fill that space, not necessarily back with new clothes, but you fill the void with clarity. Clarity for your true style and what that is, clarity for how you want to dress each day, and clarity on choosing those outfits. And do you know where this all leads? To you looking presentable always, loving the clothes you wear, and expressing your true style. So what are the first steps to clearing out your wardrobe? Let's say your wardrobe is completely crammed with clothes that you don't wear, that you don't like, and you are ready to make a change. What's the first thing you do? There are really 2 options. Now, when I did this for the very first time, probably around 18 years ago or so, I took everything out of my closets. I did that because I didn't have that many clothes back then, because I was kind of living the principles I learned while I was living in Paris, but not fully. But if you have a closet that is completely packed with absolutely hundreds and hundreds of garments, maybe don't bring everything out at once, just work in increments. But either way, on day 1, you're going to be bringing a large portion of your wardrobe out, and you're going to be going through every single item. You're going to ask yourself with each item if it is going to stay or if it's going to go. There will also be a maybe pile, which we'll get to in just a second. So here are reasons why you would clearly get rid of something. The first reason why you would get rid of something is if it's faded, worn, it looks too used, there's holes in it that shouldn't be there. If it's not the type of garment that a person of your caliber should be wearing, you need to get rid of it. So a lot of times we hang on to things like maybe for nostalgic reasons. An old top that we used to go clubbing in when we were in our 20s. Okay, it's time to get rid of it. If you think that it's too worn out, it has to go. Another reason would be if the garment no longer fits you, whether it's too big or too small. It's time to release it and let it go as well. You can donate those items. A third reason to get rid of something is because it's not your true style. Perhaps it reflected the old you, or maybe when you were confused and just shopping all the time and you know that it's just not your style. That's another reason to donate something. Now, there are going to be garments that you're not sure about. There's going to be a maybe pile. I don't want to emphasize it too much. I don't want the maybe pile to get too big. If you're serious about this, you're just going to start getting rid of your clothes, donate what you can. For things that are beyond donation, it's time to get rid of them. So what goes in the maybe pile? Anything that you're not sure about. It's okay to have this pile, but what you're going to do with this maybe pile is you're going to store it away. You're going to keep it out of sight, and you're going to set a timer on your phone or maybe in your planner to remind you to check out this pile in about 6 months' time or maybe a year. And if you don't miss anything from this maybe pile, it's time to donate it all. Now you are left with 4 piles. You have get rid of pile, you have donate pile, you have maybe pile, and you have keep pile. We're going to get to the next fun steps in just a moment, but before we do, I want to tell you about Blumene, who have kindly sponsored today's video. Blumene is a revolutionary skincare tool that uses microcurrent to tone, tighten, decrease puffiness, and improve product penetration with whatever skincare you use. As you age, jowls can form. The skin on the face can be less toned. So Blumene tones the jawline and even reduces a double chin. This is more than just light therapy. You feel the vibration from using it. It's like gua sha, but supercharged and even more effective. I do notice tighter skin from just 3 minutes, 3 times a week. I love this and I'm thrilled with the results. So as you've been seeing in the video, you can use the Blumene up the jawline just like you would with your regular gua sha, but you feel that vibration. It feels so good. It's like a facial massage that relaxes you. And I feel like I'm looking really good since I started using Blumene. Normally $150. With the link in the description, it's $70 off. Plus you get a free ebook called Face Tightening Secrets, but it's only with the first 100 people to use my link. Every few weeks, Blumene activates the link because it always sells out. The best part about Blumene is if you don't have results, you don't have to pay. It's a wonderful product. I hope you'll try it, and I'd like to thank Blumene for sponsoring today's video. So you know what to do with the other 3 piles. Now let's talk about the keep pile. It's time to separate your seasonal clothing in this pile. And I only want you to hang up the clothing that pertains to the season that you are currently in. Everything else you're going to put away, and we'll discuss different ways of storage later on in the video. So now hanging up in your closet, you have your keep items that pertain to the season that you are currently in. Here's where it gets fun. I would like you to hang up your clothing as if they were in a chic boutique in Paris. And it's time to start treating our closets this way, because this is where you go every morning to choose how you're going to present yourself to the world. So I highly recommend using uniform hangers that are nice. So either velvet hangers, wooden hangers, padded hangers, something that gives your clothes the importance that they deserve. You're going to hang up your clothes here, and you can organize them however you like, by category, by color. Sometimes people like to do a gradient of colors. And you're going to hang up your clothes. Okay, now that your clothes are hanging in your wardrobe like a chic boutique, it's time for the fun part. It's time to create outfits from the clothes that you already have. I just want to note that this is going to be on a different day. You're not going to be doing this all in one day, probably. This might take several days. But once you get to this part, it's quite fun. Because oftentimes we have beautiful clothing, but we forget because it's so crowded in our wardrobes. And there's a lot of confusion there with all different seasons, all different styles, things you need to get rid of. So when you take all of that out, like I said, you're creating the space for clarity. So start to create outfits with your clothing. And the hallmark of a really well curated 10-item wardrobe is that the tops and the bottoms go together beautifully and that you can create all sorts of different looks in harmony. Now this is where you're going to notice the holes in your wardrobe. The holes are what you need to add in. You might notice that you have a lot of jeans but no nice blouses, and you want to start wearing more of those. So start a list. Think about what color would look good on you and also would go with the pieces that you already have and that you already love. Write a list for everything you need. The next time you go shopping, you will have purpose. You won't just be aimlessly shopping and buying things because they're on sale. You'll be on a mission. If you need a new silk blouse, for example, you know that you have limited space in your wardrobe. You're going to go on the hunt for the highest quality blouse you can afford in the right color. It's going to be perfect, and when the time is right, you'll buy it. Everything that enters into your wardrobe from here on out enters in harmony. I recently did a video on interior design where I shared some great quotes from designers, and this is about interior design, but I think it also really pertains to our 10-item wardrobes and what we wear. So Ralph Kaplan said, "Thinking about design is hard, but not thinking about it can be disastrous." And I do feel that that really pertains to our wardrobes. Yes, thinking about it can be hard. I mean, it's daunting to look at an overstuffed closet and think, wow, I need to make a decision about every piece in here, and there's hundreds of pieces. But it is good to do that the first time and really clear your closet out. Because if you don't think about it, you're just going to be stuck in the same vicious cycle of feeling like you have nothing to wear, resorting to wearing the same thing all the time that doesn't really express your true style, and feeling frustrated every morning when you look in your closet, which is not a good cycle to be in. So thinking about it can be hard, but not thinking about it can be disastrous. I'm going to end on a predicament that I do hear about every now and then from people, and that is this. What if you hate absolutely everything in your wardrobe? You're done. You've been living a lie this whole time. You've been wearing clothes that do not reflect your true style, and you're ready to really break free and express your true style. What do you do? Okay, because this happens a lot to people. I still say keep your keeper clothes. You need some clothes. You can't walk around naked. So keep some clothes to wear. You're going to keep that running list of what you need. And I encourage you to shop responsibly by only buying things that are in your budget, making informed choices. Make sure you're buying from high quality brands, that you know your money is going to be well spent there, that the garment is not going to fall apart in the washing machine after 2 washes. And you're going to think about your true style. I recommend you journal about it and get really clear on how you would like to present yourself going forward. And over time, you will build your wardrobe, and you will build it toward this style that you would like to emulate. But take it slow. This is not going to be an overnight process. I first discovered the 10-item wardrobe in Paris, okay, when I was 20 years old. I slowly marinated on this concept for years before I actually fully implemented it myself. I knew what was happening. I knew that I wanted to go in this direction, but it's a big step. So it's going to take you time to retrain how you think about your wardrobe and how you shop and how you get dressed every day. But I am a personal testament. I know there's thousands of you who also feel the same way. When you start using the 10-item wardrobe, you clear out your closet, you get clear on your style, you start to dress up every day, you dress well, you dress appropriately, and it's such a freeing experience. I just have to say, you just have to try it. I hope that you found today's video to be motivating. Thank you to Blumene for sponsoring. Normally $150. With my link in the description, you get $70 off plus a free ebook called Face Tightening Secrets. Thank you so much for watching today, everyone. Keep calm and remain classy, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.